just let the defenders know. Get away from my front. Let me just pick the ball for you guys.
It's also a case of goalkeepers wanting to be involved, keep themselves involved in play. And why do you want to let your defenders deal with it when you've got a chance to be involved?
At least pick that one up after 20 minutes, 23 minutes.
Kamede steering it into the path of Ramalepe out wide. Lesane starting out on that far flank. Jermaine Supersenwu starting down the left flank.
You can see the way the South Africans, the way they are playing right now. They're not in a rush. At least they have a goal.
They're not in a rush, but I tell you what, the pace of Kgatlana here is exceptional. Irakoze makes a fine save to deny Kgatlana. Mudli, where's she going to go? Finds Lesane again.
They have to stop the game because they have to stop the game.
So the goalkeeper has remained down. Irakoze is going to be treated on the pitch, but again, another very threatening play from South Africa.
Yeah, you can see the pass. You cannot fault nothing there. Of course, you see Kgatlana. She did everything right, but the goalkeeper, she covered the goal really well. That was a good save. That was a good save.
As much as the save was made, it really was, because Kgatlana had...
She tried to play the ball under the goalkeeper, which is something like she almost got away with it. But unfortunately, the goalkeeper went really low. Yeah, she wanted. Yeah, that was. She wanted to play the ball under the goalkeeper's leg. Good save.
She did indeed.
Good save.
And credit to Diane Rankunda as well, who was first to get back to mark the potential shot from South Africa. She was standing on the goal line. Meanwhile, goalkeeper looks like she's getting a little treatment to her hand and wrist, her right hand and wrist. The 25 minutes have come and gone. South Africa lead by 1-0, courtesy of Thembi Kgatlana. Using the opportunity here, both sets of coaches. Desiree Ellis for South Africa, and that man, Gustav Nyonkuru of Burundi. Just to feed instructions. Desiree Ellis is talking, I can tell you on a screen, directly to Nokolo Lesane. And the other players are chatting to other members of the technical team, but there's very deliberate communication between Ellis and Lesane. Still a relatively young player is Lesane. Still only 21. I say relatively young, but the average age of Burundi's entire squad is 20 and a half, which is the youngest ever for a Women's Africa Cup of Nations tournament.
Yeah, we have Gloria Kakiza, which is 14 years old young lady.
Yeah, that's right.
For Burundi. It would be nice to see her play someday before.
This ball being played straight through the 18-yard area. Goal kick it'll be. Statistics suggesting that South Africa are dominating, but they've only got the one goal from the flurry of attempts that they've had. But yes, I mean, on average, this is the youngest squad with the youngest average age. 20 and a half years old is the average age, and they have the two youngest players at the tournament, including Gakiza, who's just 14, and Esperance Akiziwana, who's 15. As a challenge comes in here, and that's gone out for the corner kick, says the referee.
Do you think we're going to see Gloria Gakiza get like at least a cap before the tournament is over for them?
I'd like to see some of the youngsters get opportunities.
Yeah, me too.
Jermaine Supersenwu, meanwhile, is saying, "Can we not take a look?"
I think it was a clean. It was a clean.
A little bit of jersey tugging going on, but there's plenty of ball that is taken out in the process. And the referee was right on the spot to make the call, and I think they're going to stick with corner kick. Delivered now, keeper calls, and she's claimed it again. Aerially, very strong. Sometimes it...
Under the pretty well.
Sometimes her footwork was at fault against Botswana in the opening game.
Yeah. You're playing South Africa, what do you expect? They're playing one of the best teams in Africa. So you have to show the world that, yes, we are up to the task.
Well, yes. They started against Botswana, who are fellow debutants as this ball comes into a danger area. It's a strong ball, but it's too far for any of the on-rushing players, most notably Supusenwe.
She has been hitting the target. She has been hitting it really well.
This is going back to the corner.
Yes. Yes, she handled it really well. Awesome. And the grip was perfect.
From a South African perspective, I mean, talk about making a statement for the tournament. You beat Nigeria in your opening match of the group for this history-seeking squad. But now they're facing a team that are 130 places below Nigeria in the world rankings.
If you ask the South African players, I think they would prefer to play Nigeria again, because now they have to play to Burundi standard. They're not attacking them, and then sometimes it's like, okay, they get to South Africa half, and then South Africa is in control again.
Burundi have not played a team inside the top 120 in the world rankings. South Africa become their first, and they're ranked 58th in the world, third in Africa overall, behind only Nigeria and Cameroon. Although after some of the results that we've seen at Morocco 2022, I think the world rankings are going to change ever so slightly. Now Burundi with a decent looking ball into a danger area here. Jafari making the run, brings the ball under control and beats Kameda on the far side. Jafari, square ball to come. Is there a goal? The equaliser has been smashed home by Burundi. A rare attack, and Aniela Uimana has bagged the equalising goal for Burundi completely against the run of play. The Tanzanian-based attacker has put the ball into the back of the South African net, and with a fair amount of aplomb, that was beautifully set up by the captain Asha Jafari, brought the ball under control, beat the player on her, and then sent it into a danger area, a loose ball
outside the box,
beautifully tucked away.
Defenders, there were no. This is like I was saying, you don't want to play teams like this, because the mentality, the mindset is different from when you are playing Cameroon, Nigeria.
Well, South Africa might be considering that they lost the chance to score from a glut of opportunities in the opening minutes, and now find themselves back on level terms with the Burundi side, who have now scored in consecutive matches. And Uimana becomes the second Burundi player to score at a Women's Africa Cup of Nations after the brace scored by Nyonkuru in the opening game against Botswana. And Supusenwe. South Africa looking to immediately reclaim their one-goal advantage.
I think all the South Africans, all they can do, they just play the ball on the ground, switch play. I just find the goal is going to come. They just have to do what they know how to do best. Keep moving the ball. Keep moving the ball.
Ramalepe. Here's Kamede. Turned recently from a long injury layoff as Khatlana has possession here. Supusenwe waiting centrally, so too is Mudli. Mudli, ball back here behind her, can't get the shot away here. Down she goes. Shot taken, the ball powered into the back of the net by Mudau. Amukelong Mudau celebrates her first international goal, and South Africa are back in front by the goal that they had a short while ago. 2-1 they lead.
Khatlana was involved. Passed the ball nicely. Like I said, you just have to be patient. The goal will always come. And they answered Burundi nicely. In less than 3 minutes, they returned the favour back to them.
Just fantastic for Amukelong Mudau. Playing at UWC, but somebody who hails from Mudimule in Limpopo. And so many incredibly talented players hailing from Limpopo province in South Africa, the northernmost province in the country. Mudau on the score sheet for her country for the first time in her professional career.
Because you can see the joy on her face, the way,
Yes.
the facial expression and everything. She was happy to have gotten that goal at that moment.
Not taking any time here, South Africa. Super Sin is saying, I'll take the throw. From Alepe. Tasane. With a couple of players again. The return ball from Moodley, and that's a little too strong. Straight at Tirakoze.
Your favorite program that is
Tirakoze, the Forfila goalkeeper, who has her two central defenders who play with her at club level directly in front of her, in Nirakunda and Jazila Wineza.
Today we have a very notable personality.
So,
he is a pastor, and a grass.
Again, keepers come out. Khatlana can pick her spot effectively. Looks to round the keeper here. Not quite an open net. Chupasenwe waits for it, and South Africa again lose a glorious chance to score.
I thought she was going to pass the ball.
Chupasenwe was waiting, but that is brilliant from Diane Irakunda. For the second time in the game, her cover defence has proved critical for Burundi.
Giving them an opportunity to share their experience with the hope of living positive values and attitudes on the younger generation. Today we have a very notable personality. He is a pastor, a community leader, a father, and a grassroots mobilizer.
Again, like her goal, trying to place it, but credit to
we take a short break, and when we come back and we unveil the
played so well, it must be noted, in the Sakafa final against Uganda, even though they lost 3-1 Burundi. She was among the standout players. The result of the corner, though, South Africa goes short. Khatlana.
Welcome back from the break.
Big clash of boots, that has gone the way of Burundi.
Thank you so much.
Dow penalised. 10 minutes to go to half-time. South Africa back in front by a goal, but they are not having it all their own way. As Burundi have built some confidence in this tie, and he found at one stage an equaliser.
No computers. How was growing up in school at that time for you?
I think it was very, very interesting. Quite interesting. Because village life was very, very,
I think when they get to very close to the box,
lively.
just
even though there were no phones,
take your decision,
there was
nice
no
and easy,
internet,
place the ball.
there were
This
no
goes will always go
all this automatic
the final
cars,
phase, the decision.
I was enjoying it.
Now another chance for South Africa. Again, the deflection is
Even though we
good
went
for
to school,
Burundi.
those slippers,
South Africa
went to school barefooted.
are getting things going in all the right areas. They're getting their noses into the best positions. And this time, good combination play. Moodley unleashes a shot that is deflected behind for the corner.
When you look at my credentials and the way I was able to perform in the interview, it just accommodated me. They loved me. But everybody is, you go to the efforts, join efforts, find one another person, the way you join another
Call
person.
for this one.
That's
Moodley
how
plays it out
It
to
was a common practice.
common practice.
Amini Matlo to squeeze that ball back into a
I
danger
will
area.
sell and buy things
For the
myself.
days of when Nuku Matlo was
See,
finishing
I
with
was
aplomb for South
employed
Africa over the
as a
years.
chaplain
There is Nuku
in
Matlo.
Christian school.
She was the second South African to score a hat-trick at this
Then I was
tournament,
ordained.
after Veronica
And that was
Pewa,
a
who scored South
fun
Africa's first and indeed the tournament's first ever hat-trick.
As a chaplain, I was
And then
teaching.
Perpetual
Though the
Gorgeous
salary was
got
just
going
4,000. Couldn't take care of our needs.
And,
But I look on
yes, 4 hat-tricks
until
later,
2003,
Jane
I came.
is heading in toward the near post. It'll be out for a corner again. South Africa maintain this intensity and pressure on the Burundi goal.
The pressure work coach, and she's one of the legendary actually great this season. She did really well for our country.
One of the all-time greats mentioned in the same breath as Mercy Akide and indeed Asisato Shola. Delivery in here is good again for South Africa. Keeper came for it, called for it, failed to claim it. On the point of Oshola, she's been ruled out of this tournament. She picked up a muscle injury against South Africa. Again laid down. Matlo might have thought about finishing again. Moodley takes a shot. It's powerful. It's on target, but it's dragged down by Irakoze. And she is having plenty of work to do. That's Mudao, but it was Moodley who took the shot.
Moodley looks to be dangerous now. She really taking the right shot at the right time. Just for her to place the ball a little bit away from the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper looks really confident. She has this confidence, and you can tell she has this stature of a goalkeeper. covering every angle.
This is the little setup play here. A little knock away from Matlo in towards Mudli, who for the second time has powered an effort on target towards that Burundi goal. Ball on the far flank. Burundi with a rare bit of possession here, and South Africa again have come away with it. Tsane. Siposenwe is making a run. This time it's blocked. Ball it's spilled free in midfield and tidied up here by the midfielder who celebrates her 22nd birthday today, Ineza. Siposenwe will chase, but has she got the pace to keep this ball in play? It is a valiant effort, and ultimately not good enough to keep the ball in play for Banyana, which translates directly as girls, girls. The referee wants the ball stationary.
It's nice to actually see Burundi, like this is the second game they played now. Even for the fact that they play South Africa, they actually score against Botswana, and then now South Africa, they scored again. And this is the first time they've been in this competition.
Yeah, it's one of the fairy tale stories, really. This the story of Burundi, who weren't even ranked in the world rankings only a handful of months ago. The qualification campaign has seen them ranked now 169th in the world as we hit the 40-minute mark and confirm the score. 2-1 to South Africa. Daniela Uimana, though, with the goal for Burundi. All important on either side of her, though. Kgatlana and Mudau having scored for South Africa. But yes, Burundi having qualified for their maiden WAFCON appearance by beating Eritrea 5-0 on aggregate, and then humbling Djibouti by 11 goals to 1. And then finished the recent Sekafa Cup as runners-up to the hosts Uganda. They beat Tanzania in the semi-finals. And they've had a pretty good run, but they remain the lowest ranked of all the teams to qualify for this
Even
tournament.
Aniela that scored today, she actually scored against Djibouti. She scored 1 goal during the away goal. And then she actually scored 3 goals in the second leg.
Yeah, they had some really good quality goal scoring. Rukia Bizimana, who is the only Burundi player to feature on the 30-player list for CAF Women's Footballer of the Year. She scored 5, and then Daniela Uimana scored 4.
Yeah. When you look at the list, you'll be really impressed. Before, we used to have like Nigeria, they used to dominate this nomination. Right now we have South Africa, they have 6 players, Nigeria just 4, and they have likes of other countries that are there, which is really good to see.
The awards haven't been held since 2019 when Thembi Kgatlana was announced as the winner for 2018 calendar year. So technically she's still the reigning African Footballer of the Year. It's Kamede, whose ball went a little too far.
African best.
No, African Women's Footballer of the Year. Full title.
She's the best right now. Looks like. Still.
And producing some quality, a host of assists and 6 goals for Atletico Madrid this campaign for Thembi Kgatlana. Mudau. Jane. The captain's Banyana in the absence of Janine van Wyk, who sits on the bench for today's tie, looking to add to her 180 international caps. We might see her in the second half, I imagine. Kamede. Ramalebe. Here's Matlo. Yeah, I spoke about that hat-trick. It was 3-0 against Cameroon in the semi-finals of the 2008 event, and she actually went on to be named as the very first South African, male or female, to win African Footballer of the Year, Nukumatlo. It's a little too far ahead, though, of any of the attacking players from Karabo Dlamini. Getting closer and closer to half-time. And this is not the kind of lead that South Africa would have wanted. They would have wanted a far more comfortable lead, I would imagine.
I think so too. But don't forget, like teams like this, they find it difficult to go past them. But South Africa, they've done like a really good job. You see Glatlana, she's making run behind the defense line. They did everything right, different variation. Unfortunately, it's just the last phase when they try to score that's just disappointing right now.
Yes, Glatlana again looking for another telling run that this time is brought to an abrupt halt. Combination of Irankunda and the Burundi defense. Safira Guignon, Swiss dual citizen, born in Switzerland, plays in the Swiss league still at Yverdon, finished 8th this past campaign. Tesane, the skill again to beat not one but two. Ball on the inside that's kind of spilled free here that Tesane gets to first and flicks that ball into the edge of the 6-yard area. Moodley tries another shot at goal, but this time fails to hit the target. Brought the ball down nicely and then unleashed the effort, but leaning back saw it skied.
Yeah, I don't know why the players are always leaning back, because when you lean back, the ball is going towards, it's going over. So they should lean forward a little bit, lean on the ball, and then just find your spot and place the ball there. The goalkeeper cannot fly from goal to goal. It's really difficult for them.
So as we hit the 45-minute mark, we have 2 minutes of time that has been added on. Fourth official, Dorsaf Kanouati of Tunisia. Well, that's not good when Thembi Kgatlana is not walking quite as comfortably as she would like. She's back on her feet, looking to run off the discomfort as Matlo brings sticks into play. Dlamini, who was not only leading South Africa in song, coming down the tunnel when South Africa arrived, and then of course to the warm-up. There's a beautiful ball by Matlo, picks out Supasenri. Supasenri might go for a second goal in the second game, and that's taken a deflection. Out for the corner it goes.
You can see the trajectory, what she was trying to do there. Unfortunately, the defender blocked the shot. Yeah, she actually found a good spot, but yeah.
Dern Irankunda has been exceptional in thwarting the South African attacks. I think she deserves a special award for just the amount of work that she's been doing.
She has been doing a great job, moving the ball around, doing everything right.
South Africa wanting to take this corner kick quickly, but the referee not yet ready. So time is effectively up in this opening half. From the corner, can South Africa find another here? Still alive, Supasenri. Down she goes, penalty. Straight away, no consultation, the referee perfectly positioned, and South Africa with a glorious opportunity here to go in front by 2 goals moments before half-time.
That is what you expect from a player like Supasenri. She actually invited her, come on, let's go. Because there were 2 players there, she knew she wasn't going to go past, but yeah.
That's just late from Jazila Wineza. She was drawn into it though by Supasenri.
She drew her into it and then she fell for it. That's what intelligent players, that is what you have to do. You don't have to struggle for this penalty. Just invite the defenders and then they will go for it.
Hadn't played for South Africa for almost 3 years when she started against Nigeria in the opening fixture, and she scored South Africa's opening goal. Jermaine Supasenri, to score her second goal in 2 games, has seen her penalty effort denied by Irakoze. What a save! It's out for the corner. It might not be taken though. Time is running out for South Africa, but what a penalty save.
That was a good save from the goalkeeper. She went to the right place at the right time. She decided, I am going. Yes. Good hands.
From the corner, keepers come, keepers missed it, but South Africa missed the chance. That will be the end of this opening half. It's been a flurry of chances for South Africa, but remarkably, they have only scored 2 goals. Certainly far from what the statistics will tell us about the dominance they've had over Burundi, but South Africa do have the lead. Temi Kgatlana with their first goal of the tournament, Amogelang Motau with their first goal for South Africa on either side of Aniela Uimana's goal for Burundi. And it continues from her stellar performances in qualifying. The Total Energies Women's Africa Cup of Nations Group C tie between South Africa and Burundi got underway at the Stade Moulay Hassan in Rabat, with South Africa very much on the front foot. Thembi Kgatlana looking to speed away, trying to tee up one of her teammates. Noxolo Tsesane, return ball to Kgatlana, and into the back of the net it went. It took 20 minutes to find that opening goal, however, for South Africa, who had created a couple of chances in the earlier stages of this tie. Perfectly placed by the star Kgatlana, the reigning African Women's Footballer of the Year. And then it was Burundi, who had a little time of their own to spend in South African territory, and ultimately beautifully teed up by Asha Jafari, who laid it back into the path of Aniela Uimana, who becomes the second ever goal scorer for Burundi at a Women's Africa Cup of Nations, having seen Sandrine Nyonkuru score twice against Botswana in their opening fixture. But a remarkable run by Asha Jafari, the captain, who led genuinely by example. South Africa had another chance to score a short while later for an immediate response and to reclaim their 1-goal advantage. Mudli couldn't get the shot away, but from the clearance, it went as far as Motau, who turned that ball onto her right foot and smashed it home. And the emotion as she scored her first international goal for Amogelang Motau. It is South Africa who are in front. Well, the entertainment hadn't finished. A clear penalty awarded to South Africa. Siposenwe, who was fouled, stepped up to take the penalty, but her attempt, saved brilliantly by Janine Irakoze, ended the opening half. Welcome back to the Istanbul Hassan in Rabat, where the Total Energies Women's Africa Cup of Nations Group C tie between South Africa and Burundi is set to get back underway. We've already been treated to an exhibition of build-up play by South Africa, if not scoring. Certainly they have managed to produce some remarkable build-up play. 5 saves and a penalty save for the goalkeeper from Burundi, Janine Irakoze, who certainly played her part in keeping the scoreline down, but Temikhatlana, who scored South Africa's first goal, might look back at this and think that she could have had an opening hat-trick inside the 45 minutes that we've seen already. Janine van Wyk among those walking back towards the dugout where South Africa's substitutes sit. I can tell you that Linda Mutlalo, though, is removing her bib from the dugout. She perhaps will be the player brought on by Desiree Ellis in your shot. Part of the second half, at least for part of the second half, if not straight away as a half-time substitute. She does seem to be making her way to... There's a host of other players for South Africa waiting for their opportunities to come on. Khulusubi Anna was there, Sibulelo Holweni, Tabiseng Magia. For the Burundi side, it'll be interesting to see who they do bring on. They don't have too many players available, most of players absent and owing to injury, most notably Srana Imano, who was injured against Botswana. So we're seeing a half-time change. Robin Moodley is the player who is off, and on in her place is Linda Mutlalo, who was player of the match against Nigeria in the opening day victory for South Africa. How will that change matters on the pitch for Banyana, who are moments away from the start of the second half against Burundi. Be a slight hold up on the far side of the park because nobody has got the kickoff ball. Eventually they have tracked down a ball, and we're seeing confirmation of the change.
Substitution for South Africa. Number 20, Robbie Kinderly Mudali is replaced by number 10, Linda Mutlalo.
South Africa get the second half underway, dressed in the green and gold. They lead by 2-1 at half-time up against a Burundi side who made use of one of their rare attacking benches into the South African final third. South Africa hoping to claim a second successive victory and become one of the three teams after Morocco and Senegal to secure their quarter-final place with a match day to spare. Can they do it early stages of the second half? Where is that going to deflect in? And that's a ball that is not cleared over the goal line. It's knocked away. Second chance there. Back into the arms of the goalkeeper. South Africa again starting the half so brilliantly, positively through Siposenwe. That ball not over the goal line before it was cleared.
Yeah, they did everything right. They shot, the goalkeeper didn't handle it properly, but she was lucky the defender was there to save the situation.
The Swiss-born left back in Safira Guinan, able to clear that ball away for South Africa. Here is Linda Mutlalo. Fantastic performance against Nigeria. She's been clipped on the back of the head here as an attempted through ball has eventually found its way to her feet, but she's unable to make full use of it, expecting that ball to come in over her head.
I think it was a good move from Desiree because Linda actually opened the Nigeria defense line during the first game. So I think she's going to open this game.
She did, but I think there would have been an expectation that South Africa would have been further ahead. And with that, she could have given some of the fringe squad members more of an opportunity. I mean, are you expecting to see perhaps some of those substitutes as well in the second half?
Yeah, I think South Africa, they did everything right during the first half. It's just that looking for that space to place the ball and the decision making. Apart from they did everything, they break the defense line, they look for the space, they look for the way, they had corridor pass, they did everything right during the first half. So I'm expecting the captain to probably show up at some point, because she's actually the most capped player in African football and most capped player, the second most capped player in Africa. So it would be nice to see her come on and have a shot also.
Yeah, you're talking about Janine van Wyk, who is still the South African captain, the squad captain, even though she does not captain on the field. Refilwe Jane wears the captain's armband here, as Uyumane, the goal scorer, steers the ball away from immediate danger. Here is Jane. Yes, Janine van Wyk holds the record for the highest number of caps won by a female player on the continent, and second highest in Africa. Only Ahmed Hassan from Egypt with 184 caps has more. Janine van Wyk on 180, should be looking to win number 181 today. As Gomedes steers this into the path of Tsesane. Kgatlana, she's just got so much pace about her, so difficult to read, so difficult to deal with. Kgatlana inside that 18-yard area. The ball seems to find its way back to her, eventually hacked away by the Burundi defence. This time Bukuru just getting her body in the way and steering that as far as possible away. And two players down on the turf inside that 18-yard area now, following the clearance by Bukuru. Oof. How did her leg even get that high? She's clipped Mudao, it looks like, in the neck.
Ooh, that was a bad tackle right there.
It was the follow through from the clearance.
Doesn't look really good.
No, I certainly hope for Mudao, and the joy of scoring her first ever goal. You want to see her continue. They're going to be making a couple of substitutions soon, and the one is certainly unsurprising. Joel Bukuru looking to make her way on. The other here is Chimiremana, Buyenzi player. So Gino is off as the substitutions are being made while the injuries are being dealt with. The other change being made is Isolga Nyamungere making her way off, the 16-year-old who's had a decent run today, as Joel Bukuru comes on in her place. So play to get back underway. Thankfully no harm done to either player, most notably Mudao, who caught one on the chin. And Irakunda from the set piece. A little too strong in the challenge, says the referee. By Matlo initially from the set piece. Yes, Tsesane back inside again. Tsesane showing her skill and ability. She's been tripped up inside the centre circle. We might see a caution here, and indeed we do. Player cautioned has been the star defensively for Burundi, and Irankunda, the Fofila star.
That was a tactical foul there from there.
Sometimes you do need to make those.
Yeah.
Just not sure if in the centre circle is the right place.
If you don't stop her from there, she's going to cause a problem at the back. So your best shot is to just stop the play right there. Sometimes some players just sacrifice for their team, you know. Otherwise, you don't want to be like 3-1 at this stage.
South Africa could have had 6 or 7 goals at this stage.
At least 5 in the first half.
Well, certainly. I mean, if you think of the chances that Thembi Kgatlana missed, and Jermaine Supasenwe not only missed a couple of chances as well, they were half chances to be fair, but a penalty that was definitely a full chance.
Yeah, that was like 90% chance. Because you have to avoid the goalkeeper.
Yeah, the conversion rate, I think, for penalties, the last measurement was around 88% worldwide. As this ball delivered in, he's been dropped by the goalkeeper and commits the foul. That is clearly a penalty. The referee, right on the spot again, has awarded the penalty to South Africa. And I think Linda Mutlalo is going to be stepping up to take this penalty rather than Jermaine Supasenwe, who had her penalty attempt saved in the opening half. Kgatlana, the player, fouled.
I think it's so easy for Linda to just find a spot. I have this confidence that she's just going to put it behind. Yeah, the decision for the goalkeeper to drop the ball, you don't do that. That's like Lions Den.
Especially after the first half that she had, and then she had a good first half.
And then you don't touch the player when they're in your box. You don't touch them. But hopefully she's capable to bring herself off from this hot water right now.
South African bench is watching on with a great deal of interest here, because it is Linda Muklalo who's stepped up to the penalty mark and is staring down Janine Rakoze, who is looking to intimidate Linda Muklalo. A few words. But Muklalo turned 24 on Friday, looking for a late birthday gift here, has put South Africa back in front by a further margin. 3-1 South Africa lead. Linda Muklalo with a goal from the penalty mark, a second penalty awarded in this tie. And the Swedish-based midfielder, who scored 5 goals in 4 qualifiers, has South Africa 2 goals to the good in this tie.
That was a classic one. She picked her spot and then she just placed the ball with force. And the goalkeeper was a little bit close, but unfortunately for her, this time she couldn't bring herself off. Her knee, she didn't take her knee down properly. Her knee was still up when the ball was going down.
So Linda Muklalo has made an immediate impact. Look at the reaction from the bench and the squad captain Van Wyk, who we've been speaking about.
Yeah, it would be nice to see her come on.
Yeah, you've been watching her play for years. I mean, she's among those, like Muklalo, who's been playing for well over a dozen years.
Yeah, you'd like to see these legends just come on, showcase what they've been doing.
Meanwhile, a legend in the making, Linda Muklalo. Here she is, charging for the ball again. Linda Muklalo, might she score from open play? Instead, sets up a chance for Kgatlana, and Kgatlana has scuffed her shot straight at the goalkeeper. South Africa leading by 3-1, but I am not exaggerating when I say that South Africa should be leading by several more goals at this stage. They have missed a glut of chances.
6 to 7 goals right now. We can only count the one that goes past the goalkeeper.
You can only count the ones that go past the goalkeeper. That is it. This is football. This is Morocco 2022. We're 10 minutes down in the second half. South Africa having increased their lead by a goal, courtesy of Muklalo's successful penalty. Here's Supasenwe into the path of Kgatlana. She's got support. Falls back the way of Kgatlana, who gets a snapshot away. That's brilliantly saved by Rakoze. She might not have known everything about where that ball was going, but she got enough on it to steer it out for the corner.
She directed the ball very well. Look at her hands again.
Oh, I can tell
She's ready. Boom. Yeah. She directed the ball to the side properly.
That is a great save in the end, and I can tell you the flag has been raised, so it's been called as an offside. That wasn't the offside moment.
That was a good pass. That was a good pass.
Oh, that was the earlier attempt. That was the attempt a minute before.
Look at the setup from Linda. She actually, that was a good one. Good pass. Good pass. Unfortunately, Kgatlana have to find our spot again to place the ball.
So back live in Burundi, over rare moments possession. Again, searching for the scorer of the goals in the opening match against Botswana, Nyonkuru, including that spectacular volley that many have suggested might be ruled goal of the tournament.
Come on, John!
Charlotte Irankunda, 22-year-old.
You start to think if Kgatlana, she's just putting herself under pressure. She was like,
there's a shot that is plucked out of the air by Andile Dlamini. It wasn't overly powerful, but it comes from the captain, Asha Jafari.
She's not having it what the players are doing in front of her. You can tell her dismay, like, what are you guys doing? Come on. That was a good one.
Asha Jafari, top goal scorer in the Serengeti Light Women's Premier League for the season gone by, 2020-2021.
Kgatlana, she's playing really well in this game. She's making runs, running behind the defenders. I hope she gets some goals, because 2018 she was the highest goal scorer.
She was top goal scorer in the tournament, 5 goals, and then followed that up the following year at the FIFA Women's World Cup in France, where she
scored against Spain.
Yeah, she scored against Spain. Had South Africa leading in that game for quite some time until a couple of penalties from Jenny Hermosa down South Africa. The third goal came late as well. 3-1 loss.
I hope she just stay calm because she's one of the best player in the Bayana team. And then the goals will come. You just have to take away the pressure from yourself, and then it will keep happening. She's making good moves and making good runs, so she has nothing to worry about.
But you've seen it with some of the best players on the continent. They have days though where they're just not quite clicking.
Sometimes,
Things are just not quite working, but they're able to work it out.
Yeah. These things they do happen sometimes. She just have to find a spot. If she can't score, then she just pass the ball to her teammate so that the teammate can do justice to the ball also.
Open up again, guys.
Steered away. Burundi just knocking the ball back into South African territory. Here's Mutlalo, a little clip of the boot, but she stayed on her feet. Ramalepe, Jane, first time ball into the path of the defender Gamede. Captains her club, UWC. Karabozlamini.
They're doing the right thing right now. Just keep moving the ball, but it's kind of a little bit slow right now. Keep moving the ball.
Now, Karabozlamini. She's got a delivery. This time opts to go back into a little bit of space where Mutlalo is waiting. Mudao back into no man's land, but Mutlalo has recovered it as well. So, finding Mutlalo. She's just so pivotal for South Africa against Nigeria. She was.
Yeah, she destroyed the midfielders. She did. She was the master of the midfield. She actually took control in the second half. She did everything right. Just keep moving around, and that's what she's doing right now. She's just everywhere.
So an hour has come and gone. South Africa 3, Burundi 1. A scoreline that doesn't really tell the story of what has played out here at the Stade Moulay Hassan in Rabat. South Africa having dominated virtually every statistic. Jane into the path of Khatlana here. Maybe there's a chance for Khatlana to make up for the glut of misses that she's had so far in this game. Makes the run into the 18-yard area. Tesane, square ball, is bouncing around in the area. The keeper claims it though. Ball loops up kindly.
Another good move from South Africa. Another good move. That's the good thing about the Bayana because they are doing everything.
I can tell you that they're going to make a couple of changes at the moment, South Africa. As we take a look at this attack.
That was a good pass. But the defender again, she was there. She disrupted the Bayana's plan.
So here are the changes. Khulusibiana is making her way on, and Spulele Ulweni. Mokhlong Mutao is making her way off, having played her part, significantly scoring South Africa's second goal. So a chance for South Africa to have fresh legs on the park. Spulele Ulweni, who played left back against Nigeria, it was a makeshift role for her, is on the pitch now as she replaces Dembi Khatlana. Lamini with a rare touch in the South African goal. The two changes. See fresh legs on for South Africa, and I think the other thing is we're going to see Ulweni playing in a more natural position.
Yeah, that is what we want to see. The more they play the natural position, the more it becomes easier for them.
Well, this is surely going to be a goal for South Africa. There's an open net for Linda Mutlalo. The defence is coming through, but eventually the ball is knocked wide. Out for the goal kick it goes. But eventually the ball is knocked. Nothing certainly out for the goal kick. It goes. This being taken for granted in this match. Nothing
Not at all, certainly not at all. The runs was perfect. She did everything right. At all, certainly not at all. The runs was perfect. She did everything right. She was looking for the first hole. Yeah, she was looking for the first.
She was asking herself that very question. I think a few of her teammates asking that question too. Back live, South Africa in possession again and steering their way into that 18-yard area. Tesane with the little run that Super Senwe could not link up with.
Number 22, is replaced by number 19. 19.
Such a phenomenal player. I hope this doesn't get to her because this doesn't do better than that. Gets to her because she can even do better than that. More opportunities with time. Like more opportunities.
Laying one back here into the path of Jane, who's just come and flashed that ball flashed that ball over the crossbar.
Yeah. Good pass, good delivery. But unfortunately, they didn't hit the target. They have to hit the target. They didn't hit the target. These are the kind of game you use to practice for the next match. These are the kind of game you use to practice for the next match. You know, yeah. You take that confidence to the next game. Yeah, you take that confidence to the next game.
Claim the victory here in my confident margin. You're right. Claim the victory here in my confident margin. You're right. Botswana. Here's another chance. Flack down to the air by another chance. Flack down to the air by taking the effort. This time though it's on target. Taking the effort. This time though it's on target. Fila Jane. Is Fifi or Fifinho to some. Is Fifi or Fifinho to some.
Another great player, Jane. She has to stay the second goal against Nigeria. She has to stay. You can tell the way she's moving. Nigeria. She's like you can tell the way she's moving the first day. She's like she has that confidence to leave the first day, and then she's to take a shot. Defensive midfield.
Picked up
to take a shot.
Super Senwe's little back heel. Picked up Jane, then laid the ball into the path of Hilda Bahia. Then laid the ball into the path of Hilda Bahia for today's tie, and is disappointingly injured for today's tie. What is more commonly known as a dead leg. What is more commonly known as a dead leg. Basically a thigh muscle contusion.
It's good that the team they have like they have good another great chance. Another great chance. You can tell she has it. She didn't just find the spot. She didn't find the spot.
So set piece to Burundi is how players getting back underway. Is how players Charlotte Dirankunda back underway. Younger of the Dirankunda taking this and knocking it over the crossbar of Andile Dlamini. A goal kick it'll be 20 minutes down in the second half. South Africa leading 20 minutes down in the second half. South Africa leading 3 goals to 1. A margin of 2, 3 goals to 1.
She has this confidence. She didn't even have to raise her hand up. She just this confidence. She didn't even have to raise her hand up. She just jumped a little bit.
She's even recorded a couple of songs. She's even recorded a couple of songs. Singer and a very good goalkeeper as well. Singer and a very good goalkeeper as well. A couple of songs. Recorded a couple of songs. We are going to see a yellow card. We are going to see a yellow card. We should hear the Bukhang Ramalepe.
Yeah, she got the play. Yeah, she got the play.
First yellow card issued to a South African player. First yellow card issued to a South African player. This tournament. Clean game against Nigeria. Joel Bakuru takes this one short. Joel Bakuru takes this one short. Joel Bakuru again, that's a decent looking ball into a danger area again. That's a decent looking ball into a danger area. He comes out and calls. And he comes out and yeah, a couple of songs that she's recorded, the goalkeeper. Yeah, a couple of songs that she's recorded, the goalkeeper. One of them is about Manana women playing football. Manana and women playing football.
That's why she's always leading the team. That's why she's always leading the team.
She is, yeah, always singing, always shouting, yeah, always singing, always shouting. Let there be light. Translates as let there be light. Super Senwe now looks to run on to lovely through ball again. She's got Tesane on her right. Through ball again. Tesane on her right. This is Tesane who stumbles, and that'll be a free kick to Burundi. And that'll be a free kick to Burundi.
That is all we need in the world right now. Let there be light.
Certainly light at the end of the tunnel here for Burundi. Light at the end of the tunnel here for the handball. Free kick is for the handball and fell. stumbled and fell. Untouched. Untouched. Lesane. So Lesane. Incredible player with wonderful skill and ability. Speaking of skill and ability, here's skill and ability. Speaking of skill and ability, here's looking for that free kick, but it's not come. She was looking for that free kick, but it's not come. The shot gets taken again. It's Sirfilajani who's looking for the South African goal. The South African goal. Another fine save. Another corner to South Africa. Save. Another corner to South Africa.
The way the goalkeeper, the way she's really it's really phenomenal to see. Lovely. Look at that. Look at phenomenal to see. Look at that. Look at. She has these good eyes, and then she goes down. She has these good eyes, and then she goes down very. The strikers they try to go. Try to play the ball on her leg. She's just covering everything. Try to play the ball on her leg. Blocking just covering everything there.
She is.
Blocking all the shots.
Frustrating these South Africans. This journey. Certainly frustrating these South Africans. This journey. Big efforts in the last few minutes. Big efforts which have been on target. Few minutes. Two of which have been on target. That was the. What I thought would have been a foul on. That was what I thought would have been a foul on.
But the referee wanted to allow the game to like play on which has been
she wanted the advantage played, yes. She wanted the advantage, so yes. Now for the corner again, so South Africa, corner, which is how play will get back underway. Corner, which is how play will get back underway. Coach Gustav Nyonguru just talking to Coach Gustav star player Sandrine Nyonguru. His star player Sandrine Nyonguru. 2 goals in her opening match. 3 goals in her opening match. 3 goals in the qualifiers and 4 times in the qualifiers Women's Championship for Sekafa Women's Championship for scorer Nyonguru. She's a proven scorer. Still a problem here for Janine Rakoze. Still a problem here for 22-year-old goalkeeper who is maturing by the goalkeeper who is maturing by the wonderful experience that she's earning. Such wonderful experience that she's earning.
The way she's commanding her area, the way she's commanding her area. For me, this is my save. For me, this is player of the day. In this game, right player of the day. She's doing everything game right now. You can tell she's really young. Everything well. Then she's making some she's really young. She's making some little more she cannot falter because the more she playing, the more she gains more experience. She keeps playing, the more she gains more experience in this game.
So, from the corner. South Africa will get play underway. It looks like the Egyptian referee is listening to something. She is having a chatter. Potentially VAR, and we are going to see a VAR check. VAR check. So the referee is making her way over to the monitor on the near side. Being made by Ahmed El Ghandour of Egypt from the VAR base. And the side Ali Maghrabi.
Probably it was that situation. That was a bad tackle. That was a bad tackle there. She shouldn't have done that. And with the VAR, you can't get away with these things these days.
Just checking the red card here. Denying the red card here. Scoring opportunity for obvious goal scoring opportunity opponents. The last player. The opponents. The last player.
Yeah. So did the referee she has to decide if she wants to go for that. She has to decide if she wants to go for that or not.
So getting her opinion on where the players were positioned on the pitch. I think we've got to go through a couple of things. Was there any contact with the opponent? Were there players around her? Were there players around her?
She missed the ball.
I think the referee has made her mind up here. She's made her decision. She's made her decision to South Africa, which means we are a free kick to South Africa, which means we are going to see, in all likelihood, a card. Gustav Nyonguru is searching for some place to look other than what he's about to witness. And it is going to be a red card. The referee has made a decision based on the advice. The referee has made a decision based on the advice. Made her way over to the monitor. Had a look. And Anusiat had a look. And she made red carded. Minutes after coming on. A yellow card for her would have meant suspension. A yellow card for her would have meant suspension for the final group game. The Buyenzi player.
That was bad. Uncalled for. So she didn't have to do that. Uncalled for. She didn't have to do that.
So South Africa will have the advantage of playing against 10 players for the remainder of this time, but they will also have effectively straight down the middle. Effectively straight down the middle.
That's a good position for South Africa. That's a good position for South Africa to increase the lead.
Shimiramane here is having to make the long walk back to the change room. To make the long walk back to the change room. Janine Rakoze set her wall. She's set her wall. Part of that wall as well. Part of that wall as well. Someone whose family left Burundi when she was only 6 years old. Celebrating a birthday today. Ends up in the ideal birthday gift. Ideal birthday gift game for Burundi to impress. Little time in this game for Burundi to impress. It's going to be an incredibly difficult task. For them to even prevent the scoreline from being increased. 10 players. We're playing with 10 players. So, South Africa stand over this. Is it Mutlalo? 3 players stand over this. Is it Mutlalo? And she's gone high. Johnny, and she's gone high. So wasted opportunity from the set piece.
I expect her to find the target there. I expect her to find the target. She has this great idea, but you can tell like she has this great idea, but the ball went just too high for.
Israelis should be very pleased with what she's seen in certain areas of the pitch so far today. Fouls committed, 19-7. Fouls committed, 19-7. Incredibly high count.
Yeah.
Incredibly high count.
Yeah.
Virtually every other statistic South Africa is dominating. Dominating in the wrong way. They're dominating in the wrong way. Foul count. That statistic. Foul count. Gamede. Relatively new addition is Bunga Gamede to the national team. Norway in 2019. Against Norway in 2019. Somebody away into the lineup.
I think away into the lineup. I think dropped five defenders now. They've dropped five defenders now. Playing 5 defenders at the back.
Yeah, they're playing
5 defenders at the back.
5-2-2. 5-2-2.
Yeah.
Irakoze holds on to this one.
They're trying to take the width away from South Africa. South Africa.
It's Piana. Through ball, Tlesane has speed, but through ball, Tlesane has speed, but goalkeeper Irakoze. She didn't hesitate. She made a decision and she came.
That is what you want to see from a goalkeeper. You don't stop. You just make a decision. Just follow through. You don't stop. You just follow through.
Even if it's the incorrect decision, have the confidence to follow through.
You just have to finish. It doesn't matter if it's 60. You just have to finish. It doesn't matter if it's 60. You've made up your mind. You've made up your mind. 50. You've made up your mind. You've made up your mind.
Burundi. Having a little go. Burundi. A red chance. Red chance. Sheila Ineza. For a ball beyond Gamede. Can't find a way beyond Gamede. Can't find a way through. Here's Olweni. Far side. She's such a good goal scorer from midfield. She makes her charging run forward now, but it's far too strong. A return ball that is far too strong. Hopeful ball forward. Tlesane with a hopeful ball forward.
That was a good. It was a pass. Unfortunately, it was too much force on the pass. Unfortunately, it was too much force on the ball.
South Africa, I can tell you, going to make another couple of changes. Davi Singh Magia make their way on. She's almost overrunning. She's almost overrunning. Has allowed a false touch for Burundi defence to gather themselves. The Burundi defence to gather themselves. Frustration. She slaps the goalpost.
Look at that. Yeah. She stepped on the ball. Look at that. Yeah.
So a change for Burundi to come as well. Then we'll see a double change for South Africa. So Chile Neza on her birthday is leaving the field of play. And on in her place Angelique Keza. Minyange Puja Queen. For South Africa, it's a change that sees a very frustrated Jermaine Supersin. Good couple of goals to make her way on. Good couple of goals to make her way on. And on the place is a debut for Ndaviseng Magia, who is a talent nonetheless. See more of her in the future. You get to see more of her in the future. Second change, and indeed, second change.
It's good to see that Magia second highest goal scorer. She was the second highest goal scorer past season in the women's team.
Yeah, she was. Belinda Khadiete is the other substitution. Belinda Khadiete is the other substitution. Ndaviseng Magia, yes. First debut here, you're right. First camp.
Why don't you coach Desiree?
She turned 18 just last month, did Magia. She turned 18 just last month. Another chance for South Africa, and it's somehow rolled over the crossbar. It'll be out and away. Corner kick it'll be again.
She's going to tell everyone that my first cap was when I was 18 years old. It's so easy to remember.
And this is the corner that was just played. Scrambled away. Little touch. Scrambled away. The little touch. Crossbar over the crossbar.
That was close.
So many chances you could say that about. In from the corner again. Steered away. Uimana wants to clear this. Touch on it. South African throw on that far side. Buklalo thinks about taking it quickly. Yes. Buklalo thinks about taking it quickly. Yes.
For me, I think Bernard, they are doing everything right. But it just can't fault them. But the last phase of it.
There's a long-range shot that the goalkeeper deals with by parrying onto the crossbar. She's then dropped it by parrying onto the crossbar. She's then dropped it. Another glorious opportunity to score. Banyana to score on debut. Disappointingly, Ndaviseng Magia is unable to turn that ball home. But you learn those things in the game. At 18, you learn those things in the game.
She did follow up, even though the goalkeeper did follow up, even though the goalkeeper didn't contact her, she did steal the ball away. Unfortunately, she did steal the ball away. Unfortunately,
10 minutes to go. South Africa lead by 2. Ndaviseng Magia, you mentioned second highest goal scorer this past campaign in the Hollywood 20 goals. Super League. She scored 20 goals for one of the more fancied teams, or she doesn't play for one of the more fancied teams, or a team table in Richmond United.
Sometimes as a player, when you want to take your chances, you don't have to go to one of the best teams. That's why you don't have to play for a middle team. That's why they will always come for a middle team. They will always come for you to bring to the table, because you know
she brings plenty to the table. Raw talent and ability is very much in Ndaviseng Magia. Delighted that she's earned her debut here. Out towards Magia. Forceful ball in that is. Tries a forceful ball in that is ricocheted off the ankle of Uineza. Mutlalo though, South Africa has it back. Rare false touch from her, and Joel Bukuru has possession. Charlotte Irankunda, goal scorer.
The confidence the Burundians, the confidence they have in the middle, trying to keep the ball, to pass the ball, trying to keep the ball, to pass the ball from the middle, that's really courageous for. Unfortunately, they lost the ball position again.
Kieran, South Africa has many jerseys pushing forward into advanced positions. They can't find They can't find defence here. Way beyond the Burundi defence here. Potentially another chance. Kid running in. Khadiete brings this ball under control. The Sundown striker. Shot taken. That is powerful. That is on target, but it is comfortably gathered by the goalkeeper again. Viana from midfield running onto this.
She slapped the ball. At least she hit the target.
Yes.
That was a good one. At least she hit the target.
Yes.
That was a good one.
Now playing in Spain in the second tier in Spain. Now playing in Spain in the second tier in Spain. For Sporting Gijon. Biana feeding that ball out wide back to Biana. Biana feeding that ball out wide back to Biana. Can't find Mutalo. Can't find under control. In midfield under control. In midfield, Guru. Ramalibe has won back possession here. Ramalibe has won back possession here. Out towards Magia. That'll be a free kick to Burundi. That'll be a free kick to Burundi. Time running out for South Africa to add to their tally. Time running out for South Africa to add to their tally. Wanted a confident display because they've got their CASAFA rivals. Confident display because they've got their CASAFA rivals. And Botswana are a side that can frustrate South Africa. Are a side that South Africa frustrate South Africa. And indeed South Africa really well from the Olympic qualifiers. Eliminated South Africa from the Olympic qualifiers.
I think it's going to be another game to watch because Botswana they're like to watch because Botswana they're like when they hear South Africa they are up for the tax. When they hear South Africa they are up for the tax.
Well, it's definitely a wonderful rivalry between the bordering nation side. Uimana, Bukuru side. Bukuru. South Africa have it through already. South Africa have it through already. Challenge on the far side. Big challenge on the far side. Burundi have another rare opportunity to run at the South African goal. To run at the South African goal. Sent that ball straight into the shins of Biana. Forward straight into the shins of Biana. Here's Magia. Klalo after Jane Feditur. Klalo. Biana. Opportunities forward for Jane and indeed opportunities forward for Jane and indeed for Magia. Janine Rakoze. The keepers come out to claim. Janine Rakoze.
To the ball. She has good timing to the ball. She's just commanding an area.
She might have conceded 3 goals today, but she's certainly been one of the standout performers. Like I said earlier on,
she's like I said earlier on, she's my outstanding player right here. She's my outstanding player right here. She did some fantastic one-on-one saves. She commanded area.
Penalty save.
Yeah, she commanded area. Yeah, she knows when to come out. She can read the game. She knows when to come out. She can read the game. She controls apart from the little thing that she's doing, which is apart from the little thing that she's doing, which is coming to this competition. She can build from coming to this competition.
5 minutes to go, plus some added time. South Africa leading Burundi by 3 goals to 1. Leading Burundi by 3 goals to 1. Their passage through to here would secure their passage through to be within the knockout stages and be within booking a ticket to the FIFA Women's World Cup, booking a ticket to the FIFA Women's World Cup. Oh, keepers overrun it here. New Zealand. She recovers. Keepers overrun it here, but she recovers.
At least she saw the flight of the ball. She decided to come out. Unfortunately, she decided to come out.